Welcome to Destination Station, your number one station in the nation. As always, I'm Destin, here to talk to you guys. This is going to be a movie review on the new movie Suicide Squad, which is directed by David Ayer, starring Will Smith, Margot Robbie, Jared Leto, Joel Kinnaman, among others. And Batman. It's not a spoiler, it's in the trailers if you didn't know. But yeah, I know this movie is getting shitted on by critics. Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a horrible score on it, and I know people are signing a petition for that. But I just got out of this film, and I wanted to give you my thoughts on the film. It was awesome. It was a great movie. It was a different tone than Batman v Superman. I give it that. And that's probably with the reshoots and everything. But there was things that I could tell that was either reshot or just thrown in there. The editing, there was parts of it in the middle, close to the third act, that was a little choppy. The editing was a little off. It's kind of like I could tell that they didn't really know which direction they wanted to go in, but they kind of took the safe route and just did a villain like any other villain. Well, I wouldn't say it was any other villain, but just like the henchmen type people, which would be like if you watched Age of Ultron and you see all them Ultron robots coming at all the Avengers and they're all battling them and stuff. Well, in this one, it's like these clay putty type people, and yeah, I mean it works, I guess. Some of it would look kind of goofy, but CGI is pretty good. Will Smith's character's great. He didn't overshadow everybody else in the film. I heard him and Jared Leto as the Joker did not get along on set. They're probably arguing over, who's the biggest star in the movie. But that's another thing. Let's get on the Joker for a second. I want to talk about him for a second. He was good. Jared Leto did a great job for this type of Joker. It was kind of flamboyant, but not to the point as Batman versus Robin. Even though Joker isn't in Batman versus Robin, but they kind of take that kind of colorful tone, I guess, and I'm okay with that. But he also does a twist rather than the Heath Ledger Joker. It's kind of like he's a mix between Scarface and this gangster style, kind of like a rapper, I guess. Like, I don't know, with just like a grill. He's got chains. He's very slick. He's like in the clubs. He is menacing us in spots. He wasn't quite as menacing as Heath Ledger's Joker. If I had to pick who my favorite Joker would be, it'd still be Heath Ledger. I think it's going to take a minute for me to get used to this Joker if he's going to be in future DC films, which I'm sure that's what they're planning on. But yeah, I mean, he does good for what it's worth. It's kind of like, instead of Scarface being on coke, it's like, and being all hyped up and crazy, it's kind of like he takes that kind of approach, but with like a little bit of hip hop style, I guess you would say. That's the way they do a lot of flashbacks with him and Harley Quinn, which are great. They're really good. Sometimes they're thrown in there. I feel like they're just kind of like shoehorned in there at wrong times, whenever they probably should have done it all at the beginning when they were building up a lot of people's characters. That's one thing about this movie, is that the characters are great. Everybody does they come to the set and they do their job. I mean, and everybody hits it. The one-liners are good. The action is good. The acting is good. The story is pretty basic. Like your typical, like I said, they take the safe route on as far as the story and the mission and all that kind of stuff. Joker is not in it a whole lot. He is in it quite a bit with the flashbacks, including the parts where he just kind of shows up to the scene and causes havoc. But I would just say this film, I would definitely go see it. It is not as bad as critics are making it out to be. And that kind of pisses me off, because I had a lot of fun with this movie, and you will too. You'll have a lot of fun with it. I don't follow comic books, so don't judge me by my opinion alone. Y'all will probably have a lot more input on the source material of these things. But as a film by itself, from just a regular film goer, I enjoyed it a whole lot. I don't know if I guess it's a little kid friendly, but it's almost on that borderline PG-13 to rated R. Like maybe there's a rated R version like Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition or Ultimate Cut. I hope they do that with this film. That would be awesome. Margot Robbie, very easy on the eyes, great to look at. That girl, she nails that part. Probably the best part of the movie was Will Smith and Margot Robbie. Even though they played in that, what was that movie that they just played in? I can't think of it. Focus? Is it called Focus? Where they're con people, they're con people, whatever. Yeah, leave the comment below. Am I thinking of the same movie? Yeah. They team back up in this movie, and it seems like they get a lot of screen time. Killer Croc, he's kind of in the background, but he comes in when he's needed. He says little one-liners. He's kind of like the Thing from Fantastic Four. That's the way it was portrayed to me, was like he's there, he's this bulky guy, and he comes in and does his job and says some one-liners that are kind of funny. Some of them, there was one in particular, I'm not going to give it away, but was cringeworthy. I was kind of like, okay, this is a little lame. But, overall, guys, this movie, it's got style, it's got action, it's got great acting. I'm glad to see Will Smith back in his charisma type role that he usually brings to the big screen. He hasn't done that in a while. I mean, like After Earth, even Men in Black 3 didn't really hit well. Focus was pretty good, but it didn't really feel like a Will Smith movie to me. It was kind of, whatever. Concussion, didn't get to see that one. I heard it's great, but this one, it feels like it was made for Will Smith's role. And and Batman's in here. He's not through the whole movie, but he's here and there. And stay for it's a midway credit scene, kind of like how they do with the Marvel movies. They do it with this movie as well, and it's really good. So stay for that. There's nothing after the long credits, so don't stay 10 minutes after the movie and wait for another credit scene. There's nothing. Just the midway credit scene, watch it, and then you can go ahead and bail your theater. But I have to say that this movie was very entertaining. I'm definitely can't talk today. Buying this on Blu-ray. I want to see it again. I want to see it again. That's how much fun I had with it. I had more fun with this movie than I did Batman vs. Superman. Now, would I say it's a better film? I don't know. Honestly, I bought Batman vs. Superman, the Ultimate Edition. I've yet to watch that edition. So I've only seen the PG-13 version. So I need to watch that as well. So maybe after the second watch of Batman v Superman, I can compare it to this film. But I know definitely this is a movie that a lot of people, regular moviegoers, are going to like. Like I said, the Joker is kind of hit or miss with me. I know a lot of people like it. Some people don't. I'm kind of on the fence. I think that I'm curious where they're going to take the character. I don't know if he's going to get on my nerves in future films or if he's going to grow on me and it's going to be, oh, okay, all right. I heard that there was a feud between Jared Leto and Will Smith on set. I think I already said that, but like, I don't know. I would like to see a standalone Deadshot movie. I mean, like, Will Smith killed it in this movie. I mean, he's kind of like the Punisher in a way. And you care for these characters. These characters. See, a lot of people. Here's one thing that really irritates me is that I've watched some reviews on this film, and some people are like, "Oh, it sucks." No, it doesn't suck. You're just loving to hate it right now, or you're just comparing it to the original source material way too much, and it's breaking your dreams for a live action movie. No, watch it for what it's worth. Watch it as an individual movie. Don't worry about the source material. Things change. That's why there's remakes. That's why there's reboots, because things change. So obviously, things are going to change from the comic book to the live action adaptation of it. So leave the comic book where it is. It starts the characters and all that kind of stuff, but this is its own thing. Okay, so I think people are judging on that way too much. This movie will definitely sets a different tone. It definitely sets a different tone. I'm curious to see the Justice League film. I don't know if Jared Leto's Joker is in that. If he is, let me know in the comments below. I haven't looked on IMDb or anything, so I'm not sure. It'd be great if he was. I'm The Wonder Woman movie looks great. I'm curious to see that. Let's see. Marvel had some bad ones too. So if people are trying to say this one was bad, I can think of a couple of Marvel movies that are a lot worse than these. So, people can shut the fuck up for all I'm concerned. So, yeah, guys, if you've seen this movie, give me your thoughts. Comment below. Let me know what you think of the film. If you have seen the movie, how do you compare it to Batman v Superman? How do you like the DC universe how it's coming together? Are you liking the direction that it's going? Are you liking it the way it's tying in together? Or do you feel like it's kind of pointless and wasted talent, wasted source material? I don't think so. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. And, I might be in the minority, but I enjoyed Batman v Superman a lot. Ben Affleck kills it as Batman. I can't wait to see that standalone Batman movie. I heard it's supposed to be set in Arkham Asylum, like the video game. That's going to be awesome if that's the way they take it. So I'm pretty sure the Joker will be in that one. Overall, guys, this movie was kick-ass. It was kick-ass. I would rate it between a 1 to a 10. I would have to give it a solid 8. Solid 8. It was very entertaining. Very entertaining. I don't care if the editing and the reshoots and all that kind of stuff, and some things get like kind of jumbled together, and kind of characters' motivations don't completely make sense. That happens in movies every single day. So I'm not going to it's a superhero movie. In this case, it's a villain's movie. This is basically, it's not really bad versus good in this film. It's really bad versus evil. Like, there are good guys, heroes, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman. There are bad guys, Joker, Harley Quinn, which Joker kind of rides the fence of being evil, I guess you would say. Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang or whatever, Killer Croc. Those are bad guys. But this movie is kind of like, we're bad guys, we know what we are, but then there's also evil agendas out there from evil people, and that's what this is. It's bad versus evil. That's what this movie is all about. I'm not going to give away who the villain is. The villain, a lot of people are hating on it. I don't care. It reminded me of the ending of Ghostbusters, the 1984 film, with was it Zul? Just this goddess or whatever that's doing all this magical stuff, and got this portal in the background and stuff like that. Kind of reminded me of that, mixed with Queen of the Damned starring Aaliyah. She kind of had that goddess thing. I'm not going to tell you who the villain is. You might already know, but yeah, I'll let that. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to do too many spoilers in this. But yeah, it was okay for what it's worth. I would like to see a better villain in future films. Marvel's not very good on their villains as well. So, hey, you Marvel fanboys can eat a bag of dicks. I like Marvel as well, so I'm not hating on Marvel at all. It's just I feel like that Marvel fans are like, oh no, Marvel, no. It's stupid. It's a nerd feud that everyone needs to shut the fuck up and just enjoy these movies for what they are. Okay. Yeah, that's my thoughts on the film. Loved it. I wouldn't say loved it. I liked it a lot. It's not a masterpiece, but I'm definitely buying this on Blu-ray, and I hope they come out with a beautiful steelbook of this movie. And yeah, that's my thoughts, guys. Let me know if you've seen the movie. I give it an 8 out of a 10. Go see this film in the theater. I might go see it once again before it leaves. So yeah. Thank you for staying tuned in. This is Destination Station, your #1 station in the nation. As always, I'm Destin. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment below for the questions that I've asked you, and yeah, stick around. All right, thank you. See you next time.